All right, guys, so welcome to the first lecture. We will be discussing in this lecture the different types of AI websites that we will be using. So we will be covering, almost as mentioned in the introduction, 20 architectural interior workflows. And these are very beneficial for us to be able to move really forward with our concepts, with our renderings, with our CAD, so many things. So first thing first, I want to talk about the Flux Context. So the Flux Context, guys, is a main website, and it can be integrated into other websites. So I can go to other websites and find Flux as an option for us to be choosing among. The one I'm using now is called fluxcontext.app, and this is the one that I'm currently using. Flux Context is produced by Black Forest company, and as I mentioned, if you go to Google and type in Flux Context with a K, we can find so many websites that is delivering the Flux Context. This assures the idea that I mentioned to you guys is that it's available in so many websites. The one that we will be using though is called the Flux app. So make sure that this one it is. So you guys can follow along and make sure that you are using the same website with the same tools and everything. It varies from a website to another, but for now we will be using this one. So make sure you use this one. For Flux Context, it needs a subscription, guys, for us to be able to move forward with it. It's a cheap subscription. We can use it for so many tokens, more than what we need. And they've got different types of subscriptions that we can enroll in. It depends on the activity that you guys are planning to do. All right, what does Flux do? So basically, here's some, explanation is that B, image context from A. The bird is now sitting in a bar and enjoying a beer. So this is the rendering that is generated. And A, assuming that it's the bird only. Then you've got C, image context from B. So this image from this one, there are now two of these birds. So the prompt is there are now two of these birds. And these birds are right here drinking beer. Again, we've got D. So from C, watch them from behind. So now, since we generated two birds, we got two birds from behind. And E, from C, the two birds characters are now sitting in a movie theater. So I think you guys now grasp what does Flux Context do. It edits images, but with preserving the original image. So this is like the revolutionary part of the AI is happening is now, usually AI, guys, renders something with the same idea, but it doesn't render the same concept and the same output. So in this case, we've got an website that basically renders, somewhat calls it 95%, but in my perspective, this is very good and can be used in our workflows. So what can we learn from Flux? So there's so many products we can do from Flux. Some of them is doing interior angles, exterior angles, image edit, inserting materials, element addition and removal, day and night, and close-up. Also, we will be discussing in ChatGPT what we will be doing. So in GPT, we're going to do CAD to maquette, CAD to rendering, CAD to sective. We'll be doing elevation to CAD, empty room plus mood board, furniture replacement, furniture to CAD, mood board extraction, and render to sketch. And I've got some image editing. We will be using Kriya. So we'll do Kriya for concept generation and image enhancement. And I've got some others. I'd actually call it bonus for us to use image to 3D. So we can now generate a 3D model from an image, and watermark removal. So you guys can imagine how much we can do with these tools. So first thing first, we'll do the Flux, and I'm gonna start with the interior angles. So I've got this image right here. It's a rendering. And I can see that we've got the bed from an isometric view, and we've got the windows, we've got also some walls, and we've got some tiles here as well. So I want to be able to create a different angle from this image. Revolutionary, right. So let's jump into it. So what I will do is that I will drag and drop my image here, and I've saved the prompts for you guys so you can copy and paste the prompt itself. So here, Control C, Control V, and I'll do generate a new view of this render from a front elevation where the camera shows the bed from the front, and I can add preserve all details, and I'll do create. And as you guys can see, each image requires 5 tokens, and if I enable add more images, such as here, so I need 10 tokens now, but we're gonna add only 1 image. And what's great is that the aspect ratio, I can match my aspect ratio. So I've got the aspect ratio, I believe 16:9, and it's already gonna match. But I have the flexibility to be able to use whichever aspect ratio I want to use, and there are many. So whichever product I'm rendering for, this is the great website to be able to use, because I don't want to just be able to create a front or a higher elevation view. I want also to be able to control the aspect ratio, because it's very important. So I'll do create now, and I'm gonna wait for it to render and see what I can get. And here, as you guys see, it's already using the tokens. So that's a front elevation of the same rendering, and it's helping me a lot visualize my design the way I want it. So now I can download this, and guess what? It downloads with pretty decent quality. So if I double click on it and I zoom in, I can see that the quality is very good. Yes, if I zoom in a lot, I've got some pixels here, but guess what? We can enhance this. So this is not a problem. But we all know that from any 3D software, whenever I'm rendering, so I need to, at least if I'm using a real-time software, which is revolutionary as well, I can just insert the camera and render it. But I have to wait. In all softwares, I have to wait. But in this AI website, I don't have to wait, and it preserves pretty much most of the details that I have. So this is great. I'm gonna do Control X, and I'll do Control V, and I'll do here 02 underscore, and I'll go here, copy my prompt, which I added, by the way, preserve all details with it, and put it here. I've already got a rendered image here, but the prompt does not say preserve all images. So the AI suggested that I have a window here and it's showing the rest of the view, but this does not go with the original design, right? So I need to do it in a way that is as close as possible to the details that are available in my design. So this one does not have the preserve all details. It has generated, let's say, somewhat called 90% close image to what I'm looking for. But with the prompt adding the preserve all details, now I've got all the details that are already in my original design. So you can see that this is the power of Flux Context. So I will be distributing the lectures among each exercise, and so that we have short lectures and concise. I hope you guys really benefit from this one, and see you guys in the next ones. I'm really excited because what's gonna happen next is so many life easing tools. See you guys.